say that you see a girl posting something that you might consider being too much.
Blasphemy.
You might be like
haram.
Right. You might be like, oh, she look good.
Again.
And what's
going on? What's going on? Why'd you say it like that?
What it do, baby?
I'm good, man. How y'all doing? Welcome to episode 28 of
Welcome
Clocked
back
In
to Clocked In Podcast.
Yes, sir, man.
How we feeling?
Ahead,
We're
man.
feeling
Feeling
great.
good,
Feeling
bro.
good. We got
I'm
a good episode for you guys.
Tired, I'm not gonna lie. I was hooping a little bit today.
So what's up? You're getting buckets?
In the first like 3 games, we played four games, and I had to get out the fifth because bro, my calves are cramping. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not catching a cramp right now. I'm good. But we went on 4 games. We lost the last game, but I didn't play the last game, so you know.
Quick shout out, guys, if you want to listen to us, we're on Spotify, Apple Music, Anchor, YouTube, both channels on YouTube, Twitter.
Yes. I mean, tune into Instagram, man. Instagram, we already hit 500 followers. Thank y'all for that, for real. And we about to hit 600, bro. It's been like 2 days since we hit 500, and we dead ass about to hit 600 very soon. So tune in and show us some love. If you're watching the video right now, leave a comment. Let us know what you want us to talk about as well. But
yeah, actually,
and if you have a business, we can't forget that. If you have a business, you already know the advertisement probably already popped up. If you want to promote your business, hit us up in the email. The email will be up there. Why are you laughing, bro? What's so funny?
Nah, I just saw something. I wanna say something very quick. One of our followers.
Oh yeah.
One of Louis friends.
Don't say nah. See you be bugging, bro.
Nah. I wasn't gonna say that. But somebody sent us a DM.
Yes. I'm looking for it right now.
I believe his name is what? Jonathan.
I believe so. I don't want to butcher it or say the wrong name. Let me find it. Yep. Jonathan, yes. So he said that he's been watching. I appreciate that for real. He said that he said that we're talking about things that is really important and we're educating people. One topic that he feels like we haven't touched on is homosexuality. And
the LGBTQ community.
The LGBTQ community. Like I told him in the response, I said since I'm not part of the LGBTQ and I'm not really around the LGBTQ, I don't feel like I should have an opinion on them. But
you can
I do want to answer his question and like stuff like that. But you want to go first? Or?
Well,
say what you gotta say, man. What do you think?
Well, like you said, I also don't have. I don't think I have any family members that belongs to the.
Jake! Shout out Jake. That's the only person, but I don't really hang out with Jake.
No, I'm not. I have friends. I don't have family. Like I'm not too close.
Close circle. No, I don't have anybody.
What I think about it, I mean, I have nothing against it. I do want to say one thing. I think I told you over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it on Twitter that this kid, I think he was like 16, 17.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he made the decision that he wanted to be, what was it, transgender?
I think he was transgender, yeah.
Yeah, so he got a lot of things done on his body. And then after all, when he was 24, 25, he was saying that he made a mistake. He was regretting
regretting what he did.
Yeah, so what I have to say is don't make a decision yet with your body. If you want to test, if you want to try new things, go ahead, go for it. But if you have to make a decision that big, make sure
something permanent. Then make sure that you know
what you're doing. Yeah. That's what I have to say. I have nothing against them, bro.
Yeah, me too. Never had. I never really thought about it in a bad way. My only thing is I told you as well is just don't push it on the children. I feel like the children should decide that for themselves if they want to, or if it just happens. I feel like that's their right. They should be able to not have anybody influence them in any way. But yeah, I have nothing against it. If you're your own person, do whatever you want. I don't judge anybody, and I'm human, but I try not to judge anybody. That's all I can say about it.
You judge me sometimes, but
no, we judge each other, bro. We're human. That's human nature. People just judge each other, even if it's not intentional. It just happens.
Now that you said that, I want to say something too.
We didn't even clock in, bro. Let's clock in before.
Let's clock in. Yeah.
Let's get it. But shout out Jonathan for real, showing love and reached out, bro. If y'all want to reach out, and
you have a topic that you want to talk about,
hit us up.
We're more than welcome.
We don't see every message because now I'm not gonna lie, it's getting a little much.
Is true. I do look at that.
But we
messages.
definitely try.
Yeah.
We definitely try. So if you have anything, go
If
ahead.
you
hit us up.
if you hit us up with some bot,
Yeah, we're not gonna.
I'm
If it's
just
like
sorry.
he was very respectful with it. He said he was showing support. So shout out him.
And then if you show love, we're gonna show love back.
Show love back. Yeah,
that's what we do.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, how you were saying, if like to me, if you're gonna say something negative, something that can hurt somebody else, just don't say it. You know what I mean?
In terms of
like
what?
if you like just if you're gonna speak up, if you're gonna speak hate, speak. You know what I mean?
I mean, bro, I get what you're saying, but that's just not how the world works.
I know, but I'm saying
I
like
know you're trying to educate people,
No,
but
no,
you know, you
I
gotta
mean,
be
people-
ready for the harsh truth, bro.
It
People
is
are
true.
very,
People are gonna
very
say what they have
rude.
to say.
They're gonna say it.
But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna like, I'm not into the oh, you got a good vibe, or because first of all, I don't think guys look at vibe as female does. You think you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I would say I do.
Like I would say
Like-
personality, but vibe it's like because it's never the same vibe with a person. You know what I
That's
mean?
crazy. That you just said that. Yeah, it brought up a question, or not a question, a point that I had
Really?
about the episode. So
But what I'm before
that's,
you go there,
that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, and then we'll get into the episode. We haven't even told them what the episode is about this week. But
Well,
finish
sorry,
your point.
guys.
Finish your point. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
what I'm trying to get at is
Yeah.
speak put out positivity, don't put on a negativity.
But be conscious of what you're saying.
Yeah,
because it could have an effect on somebody.
just think about
either
it.
way.
You speaking about somebody else, you just put in bad things out there for people that don't need to. People be going through a lot of stuff, man. They don't need what you got to say about. I mean, probably they don't even care, but just don't put more into the people's back. You know what I mean?
Unless it's constructive criticism.
Right? Or
if
say
it's,
it in a different.
if it's coming from love, like,
But
yeah,
if you're
you could
gonna
say, be straight up with people.
if you're gonna throw hate,
But just hate
give it to
hate.
yourself, man.
Nah, the world is revolving on hate nowadays, so we gotta try to steer away from that either way. But let's get into this episode, bro. Let's really. So this, you want me to explain it? You got it.
You got it, bro.
So me and Kenny were like, let's make this episode fun. Let's do something. We gotta still episode 30. We hit a couple milestones, so we're gonna really plan that out. But for this week, we were like, let's make it a little fun. I feel like we've been really not structured, very structured, because we're kind of getting our flow nowadays. But what I'm trying to say is, I feel like we've been very robotic, very, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make this episode a little bit more fun and ask us some difficult questions.
I'm ready for the questions, man. You told me, and I was like, oh, what kind of questions
Difficult
you have?
questions. I'm not gonna lie, very diverse questions. I got questions about mind, body, soul, but I also got hard questions that you're just like, where did that come from? That had nothing to do with what we were just talking about.
I'm ready. I be hitting curveballs.
I mean, yeah, bro. Well, do you want me to start with a question? Let's play rock, paper, scissors now, because we've been kind of doing that for the past 3 episodes, and let's keep it going.
Say that.
On go. On shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You pick the same thing every time.
Do I always do the same?
Yes, every single time he picks the same
Say
thing.
if you know you don't change, why would you not change?
Because, bro, nah.
Probably.
Okay. Do you think being a high status man is more important than having money? That's the first question.
Do I think that being a high
Do you think status is more important than money
mean like
in the
clout?
dating? In the dating, status is. I mean, I guess that's the new way of saying clout, but yes. Not new way. Status is what it is actually called. Clout is what the kids call it, and I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so all right.
Do you think that status is better than clout, or not clout, money, or do you think money is more important than?
I'll tell you what.
As a man.
I'll tell you what I think. If you have money, you're gonna get clout.
Nah, nope. There's a
You
lot
don't
of
think so?
there's a lot of rich people that nobody knows that they're not famous. You know what I'm saying?
They don't. Do they have Instagram? Do they be?
Yeah, some of bro. There's a lot of
They don't
very,
be flexing
especially, bro.
money?
We live in Connecticut, bro. Southern Connecticut. Come on now.
They don't flex the money.
They don't. Bro, there's people with a lot of money that are not famous.
All right. Okay. I see your point.
Status. I mean, like, you know,
What's more
Travis
important to
Scott.
me?
Like, somebody sees you that you don't have no idea on you, but they know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
What's more important to me? I'll say money.
You think money is more important?
I think so.
I disagree. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, because with status, you're a very important person. So you already have everything that you need.
Yeah,
to
but with
create
money, you have that freedom, bro. You have like.
Bro, let's say for example, Bad Bunny.
How much money are we talking
let's
about?
say for example, Bad Bunny loses his money now, and he's still Bad Bunny. He's gonna gain that shit like that because he has the status and people know him and he's important. So I'll choose status. Just
But if you have money, you can make more money though.
Yeah, but
How much money are we talking about? I need a whole scenario,
money,
bro.
I don't know. I'm not going into that deep, man. I don't
Like
think
7 figures.
Let's just say you're very well off.
7 figures.
Okay, let's say 7 figures. Either way, with high status, you can make 7 figures.
And it's crazy because you know me, I'm not really into money. It's not happiness. But
it's I don't think either one is bad. Honestly, as a man, you have to have both if you want to be a top 1% person. But I would choose status because I could build money with status.
True.
But it's also easier to just be like,
but
oh, I got
also,
money.
if you have money and if you want to get status as I call it clout, then you could also do that.
You can, but at that point, I would just get to have the money and no clout. I'm good off of having.
I mean, I'll tell you what, bro. If I'm settled,
I'm not calling it clout. That's some. I hate that
word?
term. I'm status. I'll say status.
But what I'm saying is, look at the time.
Hey, yo! Yesterday when I found my phone, asked him. When I found my phone yesterday, what time was it?
Bro, it's some fucking bullshit, bro.
11 on the dot, bro. And I called you and then text the message. And when I said, yo, I found my phone, text the message, 11:11.
Look what time it is.
Yo, it's crazy. But this is Clocked In Podcast, man. Let's go. I know you got more questions for me, bro, but what were you finishing? Yeah. If I was rich already, I wouldn't give a fuck about clout or status. Status. I wouldn't care about the status at that point.
If I'm wealthy enough, honestly, I wouldn't even post. I would social medias.
Yeah, gone down the drain.
Oh shit.
Oh, this is live. Clocked In Podcast. You already know.
What's you, man? You just joined the whole setup.
Too big for this, man. I gotta stop hitting the gym.
Okay.
Kenny been slacking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put him on blast because he's been slacking. He be going to the gym and stretching and hitting abs.
Yeah, that day was the same day that we did a cardio for Matt Long.
Oh man! All right, yo. That's my first question. It is now your turn to ask me something, and yeah, well, I feel like we should take time in between questions like that.
For sure.
And appreciate everything that they do for us, bro. Honestly, for real. Episode 30, be on the lookout for that. That's gonna be a very good episode. We're gonna take our time to actually plan it out, and maybe we'll have a guest. We don't know yet, see. But we have to make it special. There's no way around it. You got one?
Yeah. Would you rather have skin that changes color based on your emotions, or tattoos that appear all over your body, depending on what you did yesterday?
Sorry, I was looking at my notes. Say it one more time. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
Would you rather have skin that changes color based on your emotions, or have tattoos that appear on your body?
Tools?
No, tattoos.
Tattoos that appear on my body.
That appear on your body, depending on what you did the day before. I mean, yesterday.
Tattoos. Because the one thing about, especially in the business world,
tattoos,
yeah, especially in the business world, you have to have a poker face. You can't. No, have you ever heard the famous quote? What's this shit called? Don't let them see you react. Mm-hmm. So like in the business world, you have to keep a poker face, bro. So if let's say for example, you're angry, you turn red, and people pick up on it. Like very smart people will pick up on stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not gonna give up my tricks like that. Tattoo, I could cover up somewhere.
What is it doing on your
neck? If it comes on my neck, what the hell? I hit the gym yesterday. A fucking weight is gonna show up. Like you know what I'm saying? I could control what I'm gonna do.
But wait, what if you do something else?
Well, like a female or some shit.
Anything else?
Shit, bro. Listen, if I know that, then I'm gonna choose to do things that are not gonna be too wrong.
What if you
if things happen, but bro, if I know that I have a consequence of if I do something bad, a tattoo's gonna show up on my body and it can show up my forehead, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna make sure that I don't do anything stupid the day before. And I don't do
it's gonna happen every day, bro.
It doesn't matter, bro. I'll try. Well, you're human, but I'm choosing that. I'm not gonna choose the other one. I'm good off of that.
You got it, bro.
But yeah, that thing that came up. Remember when we were in the car and we were talking? I think it was yesterday. We were talking when I was on my way home from work, and then I told you about the thing that I've had on TikTok that I found that was a very good question or not a question. It was like a statement that I heard on a podcast on TikTok. It was a minority.
Oh.
He said. What was it? I'm sorry. Fuck. What is it called? It was something about how hoes have the best like personalities. Yeah, because they're around so many dudes that they pick up on very different things, and like if you hang around Or let's say you're messing with a girl who's a hoe for long enough, you're gonna end up getting attached because she's gonna end up being a genuinely good person because she just picks up so many different tendencies from people, like good traits from people. And but if you think about it, it makes sense.
You said
Most girls
you're
that are
gonna-
hoe are very social, and then they're good people to be around.
You say they're gonna end up being attacked.
Like attached.
Attached.
Like
I
you'll
wouldn't
end up
say
getting
attached.
attached.
I would have said. I would say attracted. Is
no,
it the same thing?
no.
No, because you would feel attracted, but deep in your head, you'd be like,
I said
nah.
if you mess with them for long enough. Like if you're, let's say for example, you're just fucking for a while. If you do it for long enough, they're good. Hoes are good people, bro. Like they're good to be around. And you could mess yourself up, and obviously you could stop it. I'm not saying it's gonna be every single time, but it is possible that there's such a good person that you're gonna end up getting attached to it. And that's something that he said. The guy from the minorities, I forget his name exactly, but it was just something.
What's his name?
Seb, yeah, him. Seb, yeah, him. He said it. So I was just like, yo, that makes sense. So then I asked you that question in the car. Can you save a girl with whole tendencies? You remember when I asked you that?
Right. I was actually at home when you asked me that.
Yeah.
Can you save
A girl with whole tendencies? And let me explain it so that they understand, because I said that I gave him an example. I gave you an example.
Before I want to clarify, there's not. We're not against.
Nah, if you a hoe, go be a
Do
hoe.
your
Do your
thing,
thing. Not against it. I'm just not wifing a hoe, and I will say that to the day I die. That's it. But the situation, I gave him an example, and I said exactly. Whole tendencies would be, for an example, would be like posting weird pictures on Instagram. If you know what I'm trying to say, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Posting very inappropriate pictures on Instagram for attention. And you had a very good point on attention. I don't know if you remember, but I hope you do.
I remember I said something very good.
And I said a girl could do something like that and post pictures like that, but in real life, she's not a hoe. But most of the time, it's gonna end up being that if she has those whole tendencies, most of the time she is gonna be a hoe. But I'm saying like there's that possibility that there are girls who have whole tendencies, for example, that post pictures on Instagram or on Snapchat of their, I don't know, cleavage, and then and then they're not like, then you know them in person and they're not hoes. You know what I'm saying? So can you save a girl with whole tendencies?
Let me say this first.
Yeah.
When, let's say you go on Instagram right now, you see a post, whether it's a guy or a female.
Yeah.
That post, look, and this common sense.
What you post, what you post is for attention. And that's the only reason I use.
Let's say you post a picture, you're trying to show something, whether it's the background, the car, the clothes, the shoes, your haircut, the tat, whatever it is. The reason why you're posting something is because you're trying to show something, right?
We live in an attention economy.
Exactly. So let's say in our case, since we are guys, and let's say you
I
find
do it for business. I post for business. I'm trying to get attention for business.
I started posting pictures.
Oof.
Bro, my Instagram, I popped up the last. You know how it says snaps that you post on your story. The last one wasn't like in January, I think.
Yeah, you're bugging.
But now I'm saying like snaps that I took.
Yeah. I got you.
What's I saying?
You were talking about attention.
So let's say
for a guy or girl,
right?
You posting
now,
for
I'm
attention.
saying you and I are guys, right?
Yes.
You see a
I
female.
hope so.
You see a female post a picture. Just whether trying to show you their hair, their makeup,
their butt,
their
curves,
the car,
the cleavage,
the background. If they're out of the country, you know.
Yes.
So
before you go, 1.2. If you ever see, like, go on Snapchat, for example, and a girl has 15 stories of one night, she was bored as hell.
That is also true.
If you're having fun, you're not touching your phone. But keep going. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Last, we don't forget that point. We gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
So you as a guy, you can pick up things quick. Whether they're trying to show you this, that, whatever it is, and based on that, you can kind of make an assumption. I'm not saying
and
make
that's
it,
game in itself. And I'm not trying to get cliche, but that is gaming. If you're able to pick that up just from looking at it, you know.
You have to be aware of all things, man. Yeah. We say this every
perspicacity. You gotta be perspicacious.
Right. Be awake, man. Be awake. We say this.
Do you have the ability to perceive what's going on and know what's happening?
And what you just said. What was the thing you said? If she's posting stories.
If she posts her story,
that is 15, true because
if 15 stories smoking hookah on the club, she bored as hell. Somebody who's having fun is not touching the bro. You know how many times I go out and I have so much fun, I don't even post a story. Like now, bro, I figure out a lot of social media recently, but before, bro, phone will be in my pocket, and I forget that I have a phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out there moving around, talking to people, having fun. I'm not
Still, I
taking
mean,
50 stories.
like I
I'll
said,
take one if it's really like some fire shit, some beautiful. Cause I'm gonna show off. You know what I'm saying? You
gotta be
gotta
bougie.
appease that ego. Yeah, that ass. You gotta be bougie.
you
Be
feel me?
bougie out here. But really, bro, it's just if you have the time, if you have the time to pick up your phone and sit there and take 15 stories and upload them.
We're not saying don't. If you're
Do
trying to show
whatever you
you where you
want.
are, go for it.
Do whatever you want. But I'm saying, we know you're bored.
Right. If you take 15 snaps of you showing the guy that's on the stage, come on now, you're bored.
We know you're
just
bored.
bored at that point.
You just want to show people it's for attention, and if you're not man or woman enough to admit it, then that's on you. But I'll admit it. We're human, bro.
Right.
It happens.
We're here to tell you guys the truth.
Yeah.
We're not here to cap. We're not here to make it seem like nah, man. If it is facts, truth, we're gonna tell you straight up.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it
really
is,
is what
man.
it is. But I'm just glad we had to touch on that because it's a
I
very
wanna
good. But
say
that attention thing you said when you said it in the car, I was just like, yo, that makes total sense. You didn't touch on that point.
No, because the way I said it on the phone,
perfect.
it was perfect. I just don't remember what I said.
Yeah, you said something about
Oh, I
girls do it
remember.
for
I remember.
attention.
So
Okay.
so let's So let's say a girl posts any type of picture,
Mm-hmm.
where as a guy, and let me say something. When I say, all right, let me give you an example. I'm sorry that I'm getting too.
No, you're good, bro. Let's get it.
You are a guy, but you're mentally, and I'm not saying it because you're my friend. I'm saying it because I've seen it. You mentally are way above a lot of regular men, and it is
Appreciate
true.
that.
You know,
Appreciate
so
Beat him
so
in the
let's say
chest the other day.
so I was gonna talk about that too.
Yeah.
So let's say that you see a girl posting something that you might consider being too much.
Blasphemy.
You might be like,
Haram.
right? You might be like, oh, she look good.
Yeah.
Do I want to cuff that?
No.
Probably not.
No.
Right?
No.
But that's the way you
we know.
think.
Yeah, because we know that they're doing that for somebody.
That's the way you think. But
Yeah.
now, guys that are not on your level, on your mental level, they're gonna be like,
Vibrational, yeah.
oh yeah, she looks fire. Let me
Look
text
good.
her.
Let me slap her. Exactly what she wants you to do.
Let me
just
text
for the
her.
attention.
Right? And then you probably like, oh yeah, you look good, you cute, whatever.
Fire
like,
emojis.
thank you.
Fire emojis.
And then
And
nothing wrong
you
with
fed
that.
into her trap.
If you end up with her, good
That's
looks.
on you.
Good
On
looks.
you. That's on you. If
Congratulations.
you want to wife a hoe, that's on you.
Congratulations. But I said I'm speaking to the females right now. Let
Speak
me
to
say
them,
this.
because I have a point as well.
Let me
Go
say
ahead.
this, females. If you do that, go for it. Just know that you're not getting the top tier man. A good man. You're not getting a good man.
And when we're saying, especially if you're from Denver, because people in Denver, hate it or love it, they have very small minds, if that makes sense. And I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but I said that to somebody, and they were, my thing just flew out. What did you just say? I'm sorry.
That you're not gonna end up with the top tier man.
Yeah. When we say top tier man, we're talking exactly 1% man. I'm not talking about the regular dude in the BMW. I'm talking 1% man.
Well, I was
I
saying,
I said something like that, and somebody was like, "Oh, they were using the generalization, like in general." And I'm like, you can't say in general because 1% man is not in general. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You're
very
literally
little.
a 1% man. It's in the name for a reason. But keep going.
what is that?
You're not gonna get the 1% man.
So,
Yeah.
So just be aware of what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
You can post any picture you want.
Yeah. Just know that.
Just know that you're not gonna
there's
get
consequences to it.
right. You're not gonna get
the
you're
bot.
not gonna get the best.
You're gonna get the
you're gonna
bot.
get something obviously
Yeah.
because guys will text you. Guys will say, "Oh, you look cute."
They want some coochie. Yeah.
Right. Well,
They're gonna hit you
guys
up.
will lie to you to get into you.
inside.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you straight up cold facts. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
and the reason why we even brought this up is because we could say it, bro. I don't care.
Go
You
ahead.
know what I'm saying? It happened, and I seen
It
a girl,
happened
and
to
it
Lewis.
disqualified her like that. Like I told Kenny, I was like, I'll have fun with that, but I'm not no future involved at all with it.
We didn't even answer the question yet.
What was the question?
Can you change?
Can you change a hoe with? Can you change a girl with hoe tendencies?
Can you
I
change?
feel
it
like you can, honestly speaking.
as in like
Yeah, because like let's say for example, you have a girl who just posts pictures like that for attention because maybe she's not getting attention, but she's not a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she has the wrong crowd of friends or something. I don't know. Whatever her reason is.
But I do believe that.
But you could definitely be like, yo, if you're a man and you're really, you have frame and you hold your ground, you're like, listen, I don't want you posting that stuff like that because I
Right,
don't want
and
you
I
to
do
represent
believe-
me like that.
and
then
I do
if she
believe
does
that
it,
females should like
she loves you.
get in exactly since the love is bigger than that. You know
if
what?
she
You're
loves
right.
you. Yeah.
Right,
If
if
she
she
loves
loves
you,
you.
she'll be like, you're right, and I have to protect my image because my image is your image at this point if we're dating. You gotta have a girl who's mature enough to understand that. And I said to Kenny, I was like, I don't even want my girl or the girl that I would potentially have children with to even have that as a thought in her head. Cause like,
and there's a perfect analogy for that. Let's say a female is it's just single, right? So she's wearing, you know, crop tops, shorts, whatever. And then you talk to her and you end up dating her.
Yeah.
Now you and her are together for 6 months. She goes out and, you know, she's wearing stuff that you might feel
Showing too much.
hold on.
Showing too much.
Showing too much, a little uncomfortable, and then you're like, well, babe, you know what? I mean, the thing we don't you don't need to show. Is that overprotective, bro?
No, because if you're a real man and you have boundaries and she loves you, she's not gonna cross them. Because the thing
that's
is,
what I'm saying. This analogy that
you have to know as a man that it's not insecurity, and then people use that word wrong. They use that word incorrectly and in the wrong scenarios all the time. That might sound like insecurity, but no, like
no,
bro,
it's really
man
not. It's not
wants
even
his girl to be. She's basically saying, you know, look at me. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And you know the analogy
and that's disrespectful.
The Fresh and Fit use. It's
What?
like when the house is for sale,
You
you walk
for
in,
sale sign.
right? They have it for sale. You walk in, and the decorator makes the walls green, the couches. But once you buy it, it's you to you know,
And
adjust and you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you got to
I'm not saying
rephrase because when people hear buy, they think, oh, we're not property.
that's,
you know
that's
what I'm
They're
saying?
gonna think that I'm a house.
But if
I'm
you're in
not-
a
that's not what I'm saying.
relationship, if you're in a
It's an
relationship,
analogy.
technically I'm yours and you're mine, right?
Exactly.
So, and that's what he meant when he said buy, not
It was- it's
literally.
an
Because
analogy.
people be
It's not
bots,
real
bro.
life.
Yeah, people. You
But-
have to explain yourself on the internet, and it's so annoying. But people are bots.
Might get canceled.
Nah, forget cancel. But what were you saying? I'm sorry.
So, like, with that being said, in the same sense, like, like you and I, when you were single, yeah, you were showing yourself, you were showing your body,
You were in the
whatever. There's nothing wrong with
marketplace.
that, right? But now you are mine and I'm yours, and I'm dating you, and I will appreciate if you change, not change, just adjust. You know, the things you dress, the things you wear when we go out to certain spots. You gotta know also when and where you're going before you just can't go anywhere dressed the way you dress.
That's what I'm saying, because
you know?
females don't understand too now. As the male or the masculine in the relationship, you have the duty to protect your female. Am I right? So, as a female, if you're wearing something like, let's say, that's way too provocative, and I'm not saying, like, again, like I said, it's not insecurity. Is what is it? Territorialism. Territorial, but. You're putting your man at risk at that point, because now, let's say, for example, you're walking down the street and there's a guy and he grabs her or something, or like rubs up against him. Now, me as her man, I gotta protect her.
That you brought up a great point.
Yeah. So now, as a girl, you have to understand you're putting your man in danger, because let's say, for example, a guy comes up and he rubs his hand across your butt. Now, as a man, I have the duty to protect you and make sure that, you know, yo, back up. And if I have to fight, you have to.
That's a great point.
So she has to understand, like, oh, damn, if I wear something, and I'm not saying that situation is going to happen every time, but let's say it does happen. Now you put him in danger, and now I could go to jail or potentially get my ass beat or get injured even. Protecting you.
That's exactly what
you gotta look at the chessboard. That's not a smart move.
That's exactly what I told my girl. You know, I play in Bridgeport, and I'm not trying to say, but Bridgeport is a place that, you know, it could be a little hot
Anything could
sometimes.
happen. Yeah,
you know,
yeah, for sure.
So one time I told her that if anything goes, let's say a guy's trying to talk to her, and I have to defend and be like, yo, back up. And that guy, because I'm not from Bridgeport, I don't know nobody in Bridgeport. You know what I mean? So let's say I'm like, yo, back up, and he got 2 other friends, and then now I'm in danger. And what about if the people from my team are friends with them? Now it's them two and people from the team again, and it's a bad situation. It's not a win-win situation at all.
Yeah.
So if that could be avoided,
yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
You
If
know?
your girl is smart enough and she really does care, then she'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna put him in that situation, because that's not a very good chess move to make. And life, like I've said it before, life is like chess, and you wanted to bring
talking
up the
about
chess.
I thought my friend here how to play chess, and he beat me
yeah,
twice. But
I've
you know
beat
what
him.
they say, like the student will beat the master. So that's what I'm.
I'm just gonna say, you know, 2 chess games down and 2 wins.
This is the thing
very
with
good
Lewis.
at it.
Lewis?
Very good at it.
You take a lot to make it move. Nothing wrong with that.
Nah, the first time, I'll give you that. The first game, I didn't understand the pieces, so I was actually like thinking. That second game, I was moving all right. I wasn't saying I'm not gonna sit here and be like I've seen some little kid going crazy
with the
yeah. But I was moving a little faster than I was before, and that's just improvement. So,
but I really
I'm glad
recommend
about
you
it.
guys. I really recommend you to play
Yeah,
chess.
people think
Chess
it's boring, but chess is
very
is
very.
If you want to test yourself mentally, chess is the game.
Chess is very very.
Yeah.
And it will train your head too, man. Like you'll learn things.
That's
You would
exactly-
you would think ahead of making a move, not
You
only
gotta
in the
see
game but in real life.
That's the thing. You have to see every move. So
Yeah.
that's how I guess I can't give it too much game, but that's how I figured it out. I looked at every piece. I'm like, okay, what moves can he make, and how do I counter them? And then I figured it out. I'm like, okay,
That's
I get it
how you
now. That's
play
how you
chess.
play chess. But yeah, I would recommend that for anybody. If you, like I say, I meditate and all that. If you don't want to like meditate, you don't want to do something else. Like, you say people go for walks if you have to go for a walk, But if you want to do something that's somewhat fun and then you're actually interested in it, try chess. I'll just
Sure.
give you that. But let's keep going, man. Let's keep
Are you
going.
doing your segment?
I want to do my segment, but I have so many questions, bro. Should I do the segment and get out the way and then keep going with questions?
Do the questions because this is not a distractor.
Yeah. But I have a very good financial segment this week. So now let's just do the segment. Let's get into it. Shout out Tico. He told me he's thinking of a name of some fire shit. But if you are listening right now and you have a fire name for the financial segment, go ahead. I'll make a graphic design and we'll put it there
Shout
with
out
the name on
Ticos
it.
too, man.
No,
Gotta
so,
come through.
yo,
Bro.
he's
Gotta come
coming
through.
very soon. Can't say too much, but we have a very special meeting coming up. But financial segment this week, man. Snapchat stock fell almost 40% on Friday, July 22nd on poor earnings report. So Snapchat not doing very well. Two things you can learn from this is a stock that is traditionally down or in the direction or the direction of the stock is predominantly down will always return to the place where it should be. With Snapchat, the ad revenue is going to be tricky. That's how they make their money. So you know how you be sliding through stories and then an ad pops up? That's Snapchat. That's how Snapchat makes money. But if you think about it, who really puts ads on Snapchat?
I
It can't
never
compete
watched
with
an ad on
TikTok.
Snap.
It really can't compete with it. But that's really it. As a company, you cannot be reliable on one source or allied to provide the majority of your revenue. And Snapchat replies on ads, and the ads business for them is not booming. So if it's not booming, they're not making money. Terrible earnings, it went down almost 40%. So
Almost 40.
almost 40%.
Wow.
And I say this about Apple and iOS. Apple is I don't even know how to explain it, but Apple is making changes. We don't know if it's gonna be a social media project or if they're buying an advertisement agency, but Apple is gonna get into the advertisement industry in 2023 very heavy.
Oh my God.
If you're Snapchat and they become Snapchat's number one competitor, while having people getting to Snapchat through iOS, it's just going to be a hell of a disadvantage for Snapchat because technically you have to have iOS and have an Apple product to get on Snapchat either way. So if Apple takes over that advertisement, then Snapchat's just losing. So it's not looking very well for Snapchat. Snapchat, it had its turns. It had a very good ride. It went down pretty bad and then it came back up. It was a very good stock to trade, but long term, I don't know. With what's being said with Snap is almost at an all-time low, and unless there makes a significant change, I will not be looking at it as a long-term hold.
You won't stop
Trades. It does trade if it rises. So pay attention.
You own some?
No, Snapchat. Oh yeah, I do own some Snapchat. I didn't buy too much of it, but they did have some stuff that they were talking about with the metaverse and all this stuff, and they have very good potential, but they're not making any money. So if companies not making money, there's no point in doing that. And especially with how interest rates are now, it's going to be difficult for them to even get funded and all that, or like getting loans and stuff. So they try to come up with a revenue source with have you seen the premium Snapchat where it's like $3.99 or something like that? You haven't seen that hasn't popped up. For some people, it would like lock them out and then it wouldn't let them log back in. It would be like you have to pay like $3 to get in. Yeah, and that's just who wants to pay for anything on Snapchat? Honestly,
That's crazy.
If it's not a free app, I'm not gonna use it.
That's crazy.
Are you gonna use it?
Absolutely not.
That's what I'm saying. So $3.99, whatever. They did do like I guess you know how they had they were trying to compete with OnlyFans at one point, so they do the premium.
Man,
So you could pay to see their premium pictures or whatever it is.
the
Yeah.
private stories.
Yeah, next point is Nancy Pelosi. Congress announced that there are, do you know who Nancy Pelosi is? Congresswoman, one of the best stock traders of this generation. Well, let me explain so you understand. Or recently, Congress announced that they are moving closer to passing tens of billions of dollars into corporate welfare subsidies for U.S. semiconductor programs. Production, I'm sorry. A subsidy is a sum of money granted by the government to assist an industry or business. She made a call, which means that she's predicted that the price is going to go up. Obviously, she's an insider, basically. So she works for the government. She knows what's going to happen. And she could also vote on these things. But it's all public information. And she actually does it through her husband, which is very smart. She, like, the thing when you work in the government and you're an insider and you do stocks and stuff like that, everything has to be public. And they have a lot of regulations. And she sticks on them, but she's making a lot of money. When you have a person like her who is going to vote, to build chips here in America, and that is going to actually pass, and she already knows these things or would know these things, and she's already in the circle. She puts money behind it, or well, her husband does. Then we should follow the money trail, and that's kind of what I'm trying to get at. Semiconductors to look at. Do your own research, like we always say. I forgot to say it in the beginning of the episode. It's not financial advice. Do your own research. You're not gonna be comfortable doing anything without doing your own research. So yeah, bro, if you know somebody like her who can vote on these things and already knows if her colleagues are going to vote on these things, is it not smart? And she's not moving 10,000, 20,000. She's buying $1 million in shares. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, follow the money trail. Pay attention to the semiconductor industry, and get you some companies. I do have some in mind. I'll give one away. Nvidia. I'll give that one away. I have a couple, but I can't give too much sauce. I have to be safe for the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? And then Amazon. Amazon has bought a healthcare company, One Medical, for $3.9 billion. Good move, bad move? What'd you think?
What type of medical?
It's a medical. I'll explain it, but it's a medical company. Amazon will probably be the number one e-commerce location. It's gonna be Amazon is gonna be the number. Right now is Walmart. The number one e-commerce, but Amazon in the next year is probably going to blow that out of the water. So in the next 10 years, they're going to become number one. So what is the one sector that they haven't conquered yet? Medical. And what is medical? One of the biggest industries in the United States. So, and it makes sense. It's a very good move, bro. The medical thing will only increase the stock. So if you're in Amazon, you already know, man. Do what you got to do. People measure their blood pressure and more on the app. And obviously now Amazon can ship medication off with Prime. So like it's just a good deal, you know. Right. You're going to get your medication right away. But Amazon now has access to all this information. And people are saying this could be an invasion of privacy. Because people are saying that they didn't sign up for One Medical for Amazon to have all this information. But from an investment standpoint, this is an amazing move. Think about it. Like let's say, for example, Whole Foods got into this deal. And now Amazon is involved on everything. So now you got the good, let's say, for example, One Medical tracks your diet. Now you get food shipped to your house. You also get your medication with Prime. So it's just a good move. And honestly speaking, there's nobody's going to be able to compete at this point now that they got the medical side as well. Amazon is just too smart. They're picking stuff up too fast. Walmart, Target, all these other ones, they're going to still have business, but they're not going to be able to compete with Amazon, especially with Prime, bro. Because how much is Prime? How much is your membership? $10? So add, the crazy thing about it is that the One Medical subscription is $199 a month. Wow. So you pair that One Medical, $11, $12, $13 with tax. For your medication and to get it shipped to you next day in 2 days, you know what I'm saying? It's just a good move. It was a very smart move. But when it comes to the privacy thing, bro, think about it. We already don't have privacy. It's just we gotta accept it, bro.
Look, bro.
When you make an account on every app, they know everything. And think about this as well. You could go to somewhere in New York right now and pay somebody $2 to get you a whole list of information on somebody. So like our information's out there. You just gotta be smart enough to find it. But we already have no privacy, so why not make some money and get into Amazon? I'm sorry, get into Amazon, and I see that as a great move. What do you think?
It's a great move, bro.
Why do you think it's a great move, though?
It's a great move.
Yeah, very helpful.
It's For sure. I mean, like you said, now with the whole Prime deliver next day, next 2 days,
Yeah.
they can send you, I don't know, Tylenol. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Or like say something even more. Let's say you have some other like very bad disease or
they already
something.
didn't they already do foods? Like,
They probably they started the Amazon store.
right, that you walk
So,
in, you walk out.
Yeah,
and
yeah, and they have that. They're building one here actually.
I saw where I saw
near
it.
near Wendy's, like in that area.
I saw it. I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know where it was.
Yeah, going towards Kohl's and stuff. Yeah, and over there they're building one.
It's
But
like a It's
let's say
like
for
a
example, the Whole Foods thing was an example, but they already have that. So let's say they giving you good food. You already have Prime. How many people are already on Prime ordering stuff? If you have to order something, what's the first spot you're really gonna go check? Is Amazon. So fast shipment, food, now medical as well. If you really need it, like I see it as a good move, very good move, very smart choice by the people over there at Amazon. So shout out to them. But that concludes. He's not even the CEO anymore. He's just living life. But shout out to them. That's my financial segment for this week, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, do your own research and stack up on that guala.
the bag, the Duffy.
Yes, sir. But let's get. You want to get into your segment, or you want to keep going with the spicy
I want to
questions?
keep going with the questions.
With the spicy questions, okay, man. Let's get into it. Do you believe that unconditional love really exists? Because we're taught that it does exist from children, or at least I was. I'll say that from when we were children.
Unconditional love.
And I know what I would say, but I want to hear your opinion.
It's like 50-50, bro.
You think so?
Like my mom gives me unconditional love.
That's actually the point like that I was
You
gonna
know?
make. Yeah.
My dad does.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
My family does.
You would say that?
Yeah, but there's people that have loved me before, and for some whatever reason it was not, that connection is not there anymore.
Yeah, I always said it, and I think we said it in episodes before. As a guy, I don't know, females is a little different, but as a dude, the only people that you could get unconditional love is from your mother and your dog. And I would say family as well, but I was being more general. In more general cases, unconditional love is gonna come from, because if you're a bot and your dad gets tight, like your dad gonna get tight. Your dad is a man as well. So if you're not really doing anything for yourself and you're a bum out there, obviously he's gonna be mad at you. So it's conditional in some range, but your mother is capable. I'm not gonna say every single mother because we can't speak for everyone, but in general, your mother will give you your unconditional love, and a dog.
True.
And that's my opinion on it. What do you think?
You think that love can save the world?
The world, yeah. That's why I think the world needs love. Like, who was it that said it? I think it was both Arnold and Fernelli. Shout out them. They said that the world is in a very dark place and that there's somebody very evil, in Fernelli's words, somebody very evil out there controlling the world. And I feel like it's everywhere, bro. It's in the music. It's in the main media. It's just hate.
That's what I said, bro. If you don't,
what can we do?
There's a lot of hate out there, man. If you're gonna speak more hate,
combat that. Challenge you to combat that. Go out there and speak some positivity. Do you have any more questions? I gotta.
Go ahead.
Spicy, man. All right. This is more for you. Are you able to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself? And I feel like you out there listening, something that you have to develop.
It's
a lot
hard,
of people
bro.
are not conscious of it, but yeah.
It's hard. I know there have been times where I look at myself and I'm like, all right, bro, you just got to make this move.
Yeah.
You just got to make the sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know, you got to do this. It's a hard, and sometimes you might not want to do it 100.
So this is what you would say to somebody who is lost and needs this type of advice. Let them know right now.
So if you're in that situation, look, at the end of the day, it's gonna sound hard, but I'm gonna just say, at the end of the day,
you have to, because this is the thing with love, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's the thing with love. If you really love somebody, you have to tell them the straight facts, even if it's gonna hurt them. I feel like you're a coward if you don't, and you really don't love them. But
I was just saying, like, personally, if you're going through the stuff and you gotta make the decision, you gotta put yourself first. If you're in a situation where you're not happy, you're stressed, whatever it is, and there's a chance for you to change that, then gotta make the decision, bro. Life's too short for you to be stressing, being sad, depressed.
Yep.
So
I agree.
if you gotta make the decision, you gotta make a move.
Do it. Yeah.
Go for it.
I guess what I would say on that is that how do I even put it? Let me see. As a man, you have to develop that either way. I'll speak for men because I'm not a female. But as a man, you have to be accountable. I feel like that's something that the world lacks nowadays. Is people are not accountable for their things. Like I know we're all human. I'm not perfect, so I do it as well. But I try to really like be accountable of things that are going on. Especially if I know, for example, I skipped a workout or something. Like right, I'll joke about it. Like, oh, I did. But that deep down inside, like I'm like, yo, I'm very hard on myself. I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? So you have to develop that accountability, look yourself in the mirror and be like, damn. Especially if you don't like physically, if you don't like what you see, that's a big sign. Bro, it's telling you right there. It's like, yo, go change that, right? But then also mentally and everything, if you are in a situation and you can't face that, there's no other way that you can't go around your problems, because at that point you're just avoiding stuff. So you just got to face it head on and keep it pushing.
As a man, you gotta as a man, you have to have that tough skin. You have to be hard on yourself, because for the if you really want to go in the real world, you come on, you can't be soft, man.
You can't be soft. It's a cold world out there. It's an evil world we live in. You know what I'm saying? But
shout out Future.
Yeah, but the way I see it is that even if you don't show people, even if people can't see it in your expressions, because I have a very good poker face. I'll say, like I could be. Unless I lost my phone. I was tight. But like, how do you lose a phone, bro? That didn't even make sense to me. That had me so perplexed, and so like it was innate. Like keep it going. But when you're in that situation, when you gotta damn, I lost my train of thought. I was over here rambling and shit. What was I talking about? I'm sorry.
You were talking about you can't be soft.
Yeah. The world is evil, and if you don't face your problems, they're gonna be there. Permanent or temporary solutions to permanent problems is something that I live by. That doesn't even make sense. Does that make sense? Like having temporary solutions to permanent problems, that doesn't make sense. You're just avoiding the problem itself.
You're just pushing the
you're pushing it to the side
for a couple of days, but it's gonna come back.
Because that's the thing. As a man, you have to put yourself in difficult situations, and I don't mean that to say like move out your house and go be homeless. You got to do it smart. But if there's a problem in your life, the way I see it nowadays is just, all right, what can I learn from this situation, or how do I get through this so I can move on to the next thing? That's really how I look at life nowadays. So that's my advice to anybody. If you're looking in the mirror and you have to get something done, you already know what you have to get done. So do it. It's only nobody else is gonna care.
Listen to the voice in your head, man. If you gotta make the move,
nobody else is gonna care. So make the moves and make sure everything's calculated. Like I said before, how do you determine someone's motives? Because, like I said, people can be deceitful, and people could have a very good poker face, and somebody could finesse you or act like they're your friend, but they're really not.
I think you already asked this before.
Yeah. So how do you pick up on that? Like you personally, I'll say mine as well.
Well, like I said before, man, you gotta. You might say some stuff. I might not see the vision. Only you can see the vision, obviously. Mm-hmm. But depending on what you say, I could be like, not that I care, but depending on the stuff you say, I could be like, yeah, this guy has been, this gentleman right here knows what he wants, knows where he wants to get, and it seems like he has to figure it out. He has a plan. I
got you. That's all you have to say to them on that.
What?
I was asking, how do you determine somebody's motives? Like,
how do I determine somebody's motive? Oh, I thought you meant something else.
Like, cause like how people can act fake. How do you like pick that up? I'm trying to like help them out in this situation. So maybe they're in that situation where somebody is acting fake, but they're also acting good. They're very good at acting fake, so they think they're making them think. Or they're double thinking or overthinking, because technically you're overthinking. So if somebody's in that situation, how do you figure out that person's really lying or they're deceiving you?
Well, let's say you tell me, yo, you're doing this wrong, right? I have to go home and actually sit down and think, yo, am I really doing this wrong? Mm-hmm. Is this person trying to like convince me to do something that I shouldn't do, or this person really saying something that I should pay attention to?
So you would say like overanalyze the conversation?
Yeah. You have to sit down. You know what's really good? In the shower.
In the shower, yeah.
Think in the shower. You gotta let the water hit your head.
Meditation as well. If you want, that's something I figured out. Anytime I'm going through a problem, meditate on it, and I'll figure it out while I'm in there, in that realm, in that world. But I feel like you said, like really analyze the conversation. People pay attention to the words, the exact words people use, because that's something
language,
that
bro. Body
language, eyes, pay attention to the eyes. If you say something good that's happening to you, pay attention to the people's facial
I might say no with my face, but my body says something else. You know.
Why is it that both the man and the female aren't the prize in the relationship? Because you know how they typically say either, females typically say that they're the prize, and men are now waking up and saying that they are.
If they are the prize, why they didn't a guy?
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. And before you feminists come at us and stuff like that, we have to explain it as well, because like, you know what I'm saying. But
so who's really the
prize
guy?
For me, the guy, because we do everything. We gotta pay for stuff. We gotta protect. We gotta be able to put our life down. If it's our girl, we gotta be able to put our life down on it. And at that point, like obviously they risk their life with birth and all that, but you can't have a queen without a king, bro.
If
only a king can make you a queen. A queen can't make you a king.
So there's females that say that they're the prize.
Yeah, I mean, they could say that all they want, but if they're in a relationship with me,
in a relationship with a guy,
that.
They're the prize.
I don't see it like that.
So what if there's two females?
That's the next question I had. So in a girl-on-girl relationship, who's the prize?
Exactly.
And they can't. Bro, I seen somebody. I think it was Sneeko that was asking these girls something like that, and they could not answer the question. They were like, they're both. And then I was like, so hold up. In a heterosexual relationship where it's male and female, so why aren't they both?
Right.
And then they were, and then
they hit some nonsense. They said,
nonsense.
It's
like this Bob coochie. That shit gets me so angry, bro. Man. Like every girl has a coochie. It's gonna feel the same.
Think that
it's gonna feel the same. Like, obviously, the connection you have with that person is gonna make it different. But from feeling wise, it's all gushy. You know what I'm saying? Mac and cheese. But that's really. Am I wrong?
No. I mean, who's really the?
People are looking at it too physically, bro.
I agree with it.
You know what I'm saying? As a female, you know, preserve yourself. Because think about it. I also heard Andrew Tate say this. He said, if a man walks in a club and he's had every girl in the club, he's a very important man. If a female walks in the club and she's never, and nobody has touched her, she's a very important female because everybody wants her, but nobody has touched her.
That's what.
Now flip the script. If a man goes in the club and he hasn't touched anybody, he's not very valuable. If a female walks in the club and she's been ran through by everybody, she's not valuable. Nobody's gonna care about her. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. If you don't get that,
the analogy.
Yeah, bro. Yo, Andrew Tate be pulling up some shit out his butt, but I don't know. I do not know.
Type G.
This is a question for you that I had. Have you ever had like a glitch in the Matrix moment where you saw something you're like, yo, this shit does not make sense? I actually saw a video. You know, there's some experiments going on in Canada. I don't know if you've seen it. I think
it's called
the shit where they open,
something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
You seen it?
Yes.
Well, for you guys to know,
they're looking into like different galaxies and shit, like opening portals with dark matter and shit.
They're doing some wicked
with dark
activities.
matter. They're fucking with dark matter. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
So.
And they actually did that before, and like people are saying that's the reason why we have deja vus, because there's like different realities that they're tuning into and shit like that. It's weird, but shit.
So
if you notice any new deja vus, let us know down below.
I saw a video, bro. It was, oh my god, I wish I can show the video. It was a 2-headed deer, bro.
Oh my gosh.
You seen that video?
No.
You seen that video? A 2-headed deer, and you see the 2 heads, bro.
Yeah.
And the deer. People are gonna think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
The deer moved, and somehow only one head popped out.
Oh, no.
But you can see the 2 heads. I'm like, oh my god.
No, that's scary what they're doing. But like, listen, we can't do anything about it right now.
They're
Maybe
testing
in the future.
They're testing a lot of stuff. So be on the lookout for that.
But have you had any like glitch in the Matrix moments where you're like, okay, honestly, I think Andrew Tate is a glitch in the Matrix, but
he's not from this planet, bro.
Either way,
it's too.
Have you had any moments where you're like, okay, I know we live in a Matrix or we live in a simulation, like type stuff?
Has it been moments of that? Absolutely, bro.
Like any personal ones that you have, like you can remember right now. Like where you couldn't like get detailed into it. If not, it's fine because I can't really remember.
I know it has happened before. I really can't think of one, but I know it had. I know it has.
Yeah, I feel like if you have any, leave it down in the comments because I want to know any more. Are you really prepared for the worst case scenario?
Which is
The worst, whatever the worst thing you could think of in life. Do you think that if it were to go down right now, are you prepared? I think I wouldn't say I'm 100% prepared, but I'm on my way.
I would say probably mentally, probably, but like
Mentally, I'm prepared.
Since I don't know what could happen,
That's what
then I'm not prepared. No, I don't think so.
Use that as advice too. Like anything could happen. Think of the worst case scenario, and for example, war, bombs. You know what I'm saying? Think of solutions. Everything. Think of everything, and then just come up with how you could protect yourself.
Yeah, I mean that is true. That you said it perfectly. Nobody knows what could break down and what could happen. So, yeah, that is true.
Do you choose who you get to hold dear to your soul, or is it predetermined?
You can choose it.
You choose?
Yeah.
Because, like, I guess the reason why I said that is, like, fate. You know how they say, like, or you're a very religious guy, so people say that God already chose things for you. Or, like, he already knew this was going to happen
but
for
this
you.
is the thing. People need to understand. God can put you in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to me if I want to keep you in my life.
Damn, you don't want to keep me in your life.
You know what I mean?
Do you want to?
Sometimes I want to.
From the messages from last episode, y'all already know. You don't lie to the camera right now.
Sometimes I want to be...
Yeah. I mean, that's just part of the brotherhood, bro, honestly. If you don't argue with your brother, then you really don't.
But not... So, with that being said, I think I already said what I... Yeah. Like, God will put somebody in front of you. But if you...
So you don't believe but what if he already determined that you were gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what fate is.
No, because God gave you free will.
Okay.
Like he will lead you to, he probably, God can tell you come this way, but it's up to you if you want to follow him.
Have you heard the expression that, like, let's say for example, at the end of your life, you meet with God and you're having a conversation with him, and he brings out a list of all the things that you could have done, right? So if he already had the list and you were supposed to accomplish all this, and obviously you have, no, I didn't. Obviously you have free will, but if you already had all that, in some reality it happened. So do you think that it is predetermined? I mean, you kind of gave your opinion already, but is there such thing as him predetermining and knowing exactly what you're getting into? Like exactly what move you're gonna make? Like, does he know that?
There's something and I'm not trying to get too religious into this.
But
when Jesus died, he pretty much saved us, all of us, from our sins. You know, and before Jesus died, God was very, like, the Old Testament, pretty much. The Old Testament was very like
harsh, strict.
Yeah, rules, strict. Exactly, that's the perfect word, strict.
Shout out Muslims. I said it before. That's the only one that I think is even strict anymore. I don't think Christianity is that strict anymore, bro. And I'm not even trying to get like canceled or stuff like that. But MJ has said it himself as well. There's gay pastors and stuff like that, and it literally says in your book that that's not. You know, and I don't judge. I'm just saying what it says in your book that you shouldn't do that, and it does. And what do you stand for if you don't stand for anything, right? So if you're not very strict on those rules, then you're not really about it. And Muslims are very strict on their rules. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, that's besides the point. Keep going. Oh, we were just talking about religion and how strict and.
So yeah. After that, you know, more. I don't want to say that it's more
that stuff has been accepted. Yeah, it is, bro. You just gotta say what it is at this point.
I'm not saying it like nowadays. I'm saying when that, for the reason that happened was so
specifically nowadays is very, very
well,
loose.
yeah, nowadays, I mean, it's a free world, free country. You could pretty much do a lot of things.
Unless you're Muslim. Haram.
True.
They'll throw rocks at you. You know what I'm saying? But no, I feel like this has been a very good episode. I think it's time for that segment, man. What is it, Kenny? What is the segment called?
It's called
Clocking Out with what?
Clocking Out with a Purpose.
And what is exactly the motive of this segment?
This is what we do for you guys and for you specifically.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To take if you first of all, shout out to you, man, for making it this far in the
If you
in the
make it this
episode.
long, man, leave a comment. Leave
If you make it this long, be like, I made it.
or culito. You can put culito on the
One of the
comments.
two.
If you don't know how to spell
If
culito,
you-
look it up.
If you say I made it, just know that I'm the one that's gonna be replying to.
Yes, and I'll reply to it too.
Nah, you can't. You
I'll
gotta
post-
reply to the
I've
people
been
that say
doing-
your thing.
No, yeah, but if you see a comment, every time I comment, I always put Dash Lewis. So
Really?
the people know, yeah.
Well, shout out. I don't.
I
I just
started to
reply.
do it. And I can't say I've done it for a while, but
So yeah, guys. This is us giving you guys a piece of advice
or a
quote, pushing you to do better and be better.
I want you to go first because I have two and I haven't decided which
I'll
ones
go
to use.
first. And this is from the member himself.
Mm.
I'm talking about Kobe Bryant.
Should I say two or should I hold on for next episode?
Up to you. You can say one because you never know, but you might need one.
Yeah.
Nah, Kobe said, "Great things come from hard work. No excuses."
Start over, man. Take your time.
Sorry,
Not in
guys.
a rush. Come on.
Kobe said, "Great things come from hard work. No excuses. If you love a thing, you will overcome all difficulties."
Shout out to Mamba, man.
Shout out to
Rest
Kobe
in peace.
Bryant.
And condolences to his family, you know. I have two, and I don't know which ones to use yet because one was said by Batman's son, Damien, and the other one was said by Confucius. So I think I'm going to... Hey, Siri. Confucius is heads, and the other one is tails. Flip a coin.
Damien Wayne, come on, bro.
Come on, Siri. We don't got time. Yo, she always be acting stupid. Yo,
1 second for what? Just flip a coin.
flip a coin. It's tails. So which one did I say? Confucius was
The other
heads. The other one?
Batman.
Batman's son?
Yep.
Okay, so this is Damien, smart little bastard. I think he said this to some other hero, but he said, "Faith is belief based on absence of data." So if you don't have faith in something, or if you do have
Believe in
faith in something, and faith is such as
Like
what?
having faith.
And
Sure you have faith.
religiously, I feel like you should have faith in yourself. When it comes to religion, very sensitive topic, but to keep it in the short end of the stick, like some people would say, you know, that statement itself, faith is basically something that you don't have complete proof in. You know, you just have data missing, so you just gotta have faith. It's technically self-explanatory. That's what the word literally is defined by, but I do believe it's important for somebody to have faith, and I feel like people in general just need something to have faith in. So who am I to be like, don't have faith in whatever you believe in? Have faith in everything.
True.
So shout out Damien for saying that. I don't know how old he was when he said that quote, but that's a fictional character. So that's another story for another day, you know?
Before we close the episode, guys, I do want to take a second. Guys, Louis and I really appreciate all the support and the love you guys been showing lately. I mean, it's been nonstop.
Shout out Zandia. He's been working in the
Shout
background
out
as well.
Yandel too. We really appreciate you guys. I think I told you this, and now it's probably too late. But there's this girl at the gym. She was like, "Oh, I see the podcast. By the way, it's very good.
We've
It's
been
very
getting
interesting.
good feedback, and
That really makes us happy and
make my day. I be high on life when people tell me something like
you're
that.
making us feel some type of way. So
Yes.
I really want to say that you guys are really the best, man. I mean,
Somebody told me to Steven. Shout out Steven. He was like, "Yo, I really fuck with the podcast. Like that shit look professional. Keep it up."
yeah, no,
Really
you
hope
guys
keep it up.
are the best, man. Like I said before, I never thought
Imagine that something like this would happen.
never, man, never. And the fact that it's happening in low key is this week, honestly, and last week has been
fast.
so fast that
And it's just gonna keep going up and up because I feel like, bro, we're so focused on the quality of this podcast
and for you, we're doing this a lot for you guys too, man. We putting in a lot of hours. And,
we gotta be honest too. Like we're doing it for ourselves because honestly,
no, for sure.
you-
But I'm saying
you
like the
gotta-
quality. We're trying to make sure that you guys get a good show, good
Yeah.
quality, no audio,
And this is not
no
the end
camera.
of it either. This is not the end of the
Right.
quality and
We
anything
still-
changing on
We
the
got a
podcast.
list of things that we need to make
Take
sure
care
that I
of.
take care of. Exactly.
Exactly. And then episode 30. Tune in, bro.
And yeah,
Kenny
guys,
and
episode 30 is gonna be a bomb.
This episode is actually gonna come out on time this week because we record. Actually,
Finally.
no. Oh yes, Thursday. So it's gonna get edited tomorrow, rendered tomorrow, and then uploaded yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be on time. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan. But that gives us enough time so that this weekend, Kenny, my boy, is moving in.
Yeah, well,
to his new
if you
crib.
guys make it this far again, I'm moving out. Moving to a different house.
I actually fuck with it. I was not expecting it to be like that. I was looking at the pictures you sent me. I was like, yo, that shit is kind of clean.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that, my boy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm moving out, guys. So, but that don't mean we're gonna stop, man. This is only the beginning.
Oh no.
We got a lot more things to conquer.
Don't
to
even
accomplish.
get me started on that other side quest we got going on.
Yeah, I mean but we're gonna to keep it short for you guys. This has been already been a long episode, somewhat. Thank you guys again, man, from the bottom of my heart, and I know Louis feels the same way.
Yes. I didn't even have to say it. Hopefully y'all know and could tell by the tone.
You guys, 500 of you guys mean a lot, bro.
Almost 600.
500 people will not fit in this room. You think 500 people?
I don't know. Especially on Instagram.
They're all skinny.
They leave the fat people at home like Future.
Nah, man, seriously, guys, you guys are the best, man.
Yeah.
I can't express this enough, man. I've been so happy because we have been receiving so much love and positivity and good comments, and
a lot of people have been honest too. I've had people tell me bad stuff that they believe you should fix, and I feel like we've been doing that. We're slowly picking stuff up. Like we said,
well, in the beginning,
we're not done.
Yeah,
this is just the beginning stage.
We're making a lot of not mistakes, but
no, we were learning from everything, and we haven't made any significant mistakes. Honestly, have we?
Well, we gotta see what's
up with that. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure that out. But this has been episode 28.
Episode 28, guys. Like we said before,
it is 28.
Yo, episode 30. Yo,
we have
ready,
to do something
man.
crazy. But honestly, by episode 30, we're already gonna hit 600. But honestly, 600 in the next 2 days. So we might hit 700. We never know. Let's see.
And
if we hit 1,000
from
we hit
YouTube
1,000 for the 30th episode, I'm doing the episode naked.
No, by yourself, because I'm not gonna be here.
Say no, we'll figure out something. I didn't mean
and then
that.
Shout
that
out
was just
to
a joke.
To the subscribers on YouTube too, man.
Oh yeah, we hit 100, and I think we have 106 now. So shout out to y'all. If we understand also that certain people don't use certain platforms, so we're not mad. Whatever you want to support on, leave a comment.
I should have probably said this in the beginning. I'm gonna say it at the end. I'm gonna just say it anyways.
Say it.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't subscribe. But since I figured that it means a lot, I do it, bro, to anybody. I be liking stuff that I really don't even like. You know what I mean?
It takes 2 seconds.
And it could be fake, whatever, but it's just showing love, man. A lot of people need that push, that support.
Because we know how it makes us feel.
Not that we're on that stage, it makes us feel, I know it has
I've
a big
sharing
value.
a lot of things, and shout out Braylon doing his thing.
Oh, Braylon's my dog, man.
So you already know, man. Just show some love, and honestly speaking, we need to figure out how to connect with people and stuff like that. So we're gonna definitely do something where we could maybe for the 30th episode. We gotta plan this shit out so fire, but we'll just leave it at that. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today.
Let's clock out.
Make the noise. And we're out of here, man. This is Lewis signing out, clocking out.
This is Kenny.
And
we'll
we'll catch you in the next episode.
See you guys.
Appreciate that.
Peace.
See you.